Somebody like me. Somebody like me is supposed to have a dream. Since 14 years old, I've been corrupted by these streets. 7 kids, they all gotta eat though, right? I swear I've seen so much pain it's hard to even sleep at night. This lifestyle just ain't right. I mean, can you blame me? Because at the time I didn't know right. But now with the knowledge, it's my fault if I don't grow. So I choose to grow. I choose to let my community and my people know that every day you choose not to live, you die slow. I'll be that road.
What the business is. You know what's going on. One half of it's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint, man. Y'all ding that like button, hit the subscription, man. Ding the notification bell, man. You know what's going on. Y'all about to get served. But this right here, what I'm finna talk about, is really serious. So I felt like I really had to come on here and talk to my people, because if you from Ohio, I feel like you need to watch this. If you're from Ohio, you need to watch this, because the news don't tell you everything. They tell us half a story. And since the spill in East Palestine, it's been a lot of people that's been sick. It's been a lot of kids that been sick. I don't recommend drinking the water. You gotta cook, make Kool-Aid, any of that type of thing. I would prefer that people using bottled water as a safety precaution. Get you a shower head that got a filter as well, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the East Palestine spill. It was more than just some stuff spilling in the water. It was more than just a lot of things. And for one, it was a lot of things that's wrong with the fact that they had this train with too many cars. The train was said to have had over 150 trailers on it, and they already saying that that's not a good thing to ever do, is have trains with that many cars on it. Not only that, but they put most of the toxic stuff that was in or on the train, should I say, towards the back of the train. So when the train derailed, voila. But we're going to get into it, though. I'm going to let them do the talking. That way y'all can understand what the fuck going on. But this is kind of serious. So, if, like I said, if you're from Ohio, you need to be paying attention. If you anywhere close to East Palestine, Youngstown, any of that, you need to be paying attention, because this shit's serious as hell. Here we go. Now, what this is a video about a group. Now, shout out to the Matthews Fam channel, because I do watch the Matthews Fam channel. He be having a lot of dope videos on his channel, and he be having a lot of deep stuff on his channel too. This is where I found this video at. Now, the group of people that's explaining this, they call themselves anonymous. They like this unknown group of people that practice freedom of speech, and they exploit certain things that the government won't tell us. They tell us the truth. So they expose a lot of lies that the news may throw out. They expose a lot of stuff that may not be true, that may be actually cover-ups and stuff like that. So lately I've been really watching Anonymous, but I learned about them from the Matthews Fam channel. So, if y'all, I suggest y'all go subscribe to Anonymous, and definitely go tap in with the Matthews family. Be having some dope videos, but we're gonna get right to it though.
It's about time the American people demanded that those in charge took accountability. Residents in East Palestine, Ohio, are still struggling with the aftershock in regards to the train derailment, and as the days go on, we are learning that more and more is being suppressed. On the night of the incident, a huge fireball was observed by various eyewitnesses throughout the area, and your officials responded by ignoring you and downplaying what had happened. We have multimillionaires sitting in their mansions telling everyday people that nothing is going to happen and that they won't be affected, when in reality those residents were sitting in a toxic wasteland. There's insiders who've also highlighted that this has massively impacted the Amish population. As of right
Now, hold on real quick, right? Because don't let what he just said get past you. The nigga just said that people that's living in them surrounding areas around where the spill was at basically living in a toxic wasteland. Now, I don't know, I ain't the smartest nigga in the world, but I know that's totally unhealthy to the human. We ain't supposed to be inhaling that. We ain't supposed to be around it. We ain't supposed to be exposed to it. We ain't supposed to consume it. But think about how many different counties and communities is in that area. They all affected by that. More than you know.
now, they are the biggest group of self-reliant people in America. They live off the land, don't count on the government for anything, and live peaceful lives without much.
This is affecting the Amish people.
If you're a homeowner in Ohio and you're still paying for your electricity, then I've got some big news for you. Just weeks ago, the federal government passed
Interference. When you follow the trail, the smoke literally covers the most populated Amish area in America. Seems odd that most of this is happening to people who want to better themselves and become self-reliant. It's also strange how farmers have been hit with bad luck in recent months. In another stroke of bad luck, since the Ohio derailment, various other trains have crashed, causing harm to local communities. It's not just wildlife that's suffering throughout these areas, but this is having a direct effect on people, with parents now coming forward and saying that their families are showing symptoms. Other residents from Ohio have said that birds have been seen acting strange, while some noted that fish and other animals living in...
Did you hear what this nigga said, man? He said a whole bunch of people in the area have been coming forth to express the fact that they've been feeling symptoms. Nigga, if y'all paying attention to the fact that ever since this spill happened in East Palestine, people been sick like a motherfucker, man. Like, it ain't the flu and it ain't COVID, nigga. It ain't the flu and it ain't been COVID, but it's a whole bunch of people getting sick. It's a whole lot of kids getting sick on and off. I know people that been sick 6, 7 times since this spill. I done had people tell me that stay close in them areas that ain't far from there. How they blowing their nose and black stuff coming out. And this shit serious, man.
Bodies of water have been seen floating to the surface. Although all of this is happening, in early March, the residents in Ohio were told that the trains caused no injuries or risk to the public.
They be lying like
Although
a
it should be noted that when this was said,
they stay
teams
lying
were
to
observing
us.
the damage while wearing hazmat suits. The last thing to point out is Ohio is suing Norfolk Southern over the toxic train derailment in East Palestine.
As they should.
That's a heck of a cover-up. How do you try to cover something like this up, man? You got fish floating to the top of the water. That's not something that we need to worry about.
Definitely.
They had to wear suits and everything. You can tell by the smoke. Now, I've taken a smoke reading class, right? It's been long ago now. They probably since updated this since then. So I ain't the best when it comes to it. But at the time when I was taking those classes for the fire service, you could read smoke and tell kind of, you know what I mean, where if somebody's putting water on it, if they putting it out by the smoke starting to clear up, where the hot areas is. If you're dealing with some type of chemical, you see this dark, black, dingy smoke, you know what I'm saying? You can tell if it was filtered by different, like I said, smoke colors can tell you a lot of things, and a lot of people don't know that. And you could look here, and that's one of the things I was looking at, I guess because I'm programmed But if I go back, look at that. Look at this right here. You can see that color smoke there. And some of y'all are going to be like, wow, I never really paid attention to it. I know. You can see this color smoke here, the light white, grayish looking, the dark black. Then you see this grayish, this gray, not the dark gray, but in between the light and the dark, this gray here. Like you can tell, this here ain't nothing good coming out of that, and you don't want to breathe.
Come on, bruh. Look at that smoke, man.
So it's like
shit look like
how are you gonna
a smoke form of tar?
These people, I'm trying to go back to where we was. I think it was like about
that wasn't no regular train derailment, man.
You're gonna tell these people that they shouldn't be worried, but you got fish floating up in the water. You got different people starting to suffer different health effects, huh?
And they ain't even talking about how people been sick. They haven't even talked about how people been sick. So that just lets you know how much of a secret this really is like that. Because they gonna tell us the simple things about what's going on over there. Yeah, we know it's a spill. Yeah, we know it was toxic stuff that's hazardous. Biochemical stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't supposed to be around. Yeah, we know that's spilled in the water, but people don't think that that's not serious. Nigga, the Ohio River goes all the way to the south. This ain't just gonna affect people in Ohio. This shit gonna affect people that's all along the river, along the way. And like they said in the video, it's really gonna affect the Amish country because they self-sufficient. And one of the most important things they need to survive out there on their own like that is water, bruh. They drink out of wells and shit like that. The river is more important than what you motherfuckers know. So while y'all not paying attention, consuming the water, drinking out the faucet, all kind of stupid shit, y'all better start paying attention, man, because people ain't been getting sick as of lately for no reason. That's why. But they ain't telling us all of this. I just want to shed some light on that because I know a lot of people not watching and looking at the same things. So I just want to throw that in the atmosphere because I'm from Ohio and I'm not too far from East Palestine. We probably a little over an hour away from there. You see what I'm saying? And there's plenty other cities and counties along the way. So this gotta get out there. So if you from Ohio, I suggest you share the video. I suggest you put your people on to what's going on because it's something going on and they ain't telling us everything. But at the same time, like I said, I know a lot of people that done been sick 17 times since this spill. In a whole bunch of different places, not just my city, not just in that, it's really affecting a lot of people. And I don't think people waking up enough to understand that this shit really affecting them. It ain't just affecting adults, it's affecting kids too. It's going to affect us all. But we need to be woken up to understand that the news ain't telling you everything you need to know. Nigga, when have the news ever told you 100% of what you need to know? Y'all better look into it, man, because it's serious. And the people that stay closer to it going to be affected the most. So they really need to be tapped into this. You know what I mean? So I suggest that people enlighten themselves on what's going on with that situation because we all in the same state. And not just in this state because, like I said, the Ohio River runs down. Y'all better stay. I ain't gonna say stay woke, but stay paying attention to what's really going on, man, because they throwing a lot of stuff in the game, and a lot of y'all ain't paying attention because y'all caught up in the moment. Y'all, you over here paying attention to Kanye West, and they over here dumping shit in our water. We need to pay attention to what matters, man. Period, man. I'm out of here, man. It's time for that. Coach for the Streets. Hosted by Mafia and Paint. Don't leave about the traps you've been serving. We serving every day.
Used to be using the shoe by the stack on my money back in the day. Thought it was safer than bitch get to acting like she ain't gonna give me no neck. I'd rather go and count me some paper than razor blade saving that work when I got it. Mama was mad I was serving, I caught it. But what was I supposed to be doing when I could see money and I ain't got nothing in my pocket? I'm working in private like every everyday nigga, we be on the block, nigga, serving them wops. Bully be watching my pocket, I'm thinking about why that been winning my phone while I nodded. Dropping this dick on this little bitch that I had messy, had told me her nigga was locked up. Papa gon' try to be sneaky and trap out the crib, but